have our teacher Angel Sophia who won for her demonstration teaching po for today. Ayan. Question, is your evaluator participants complete, teacher?
Yes po.
Okay, sige. You can start na.
Okay, so good afternoon, grade 8 wellness. I hope everyone is ready for an active and fun session today. But before we formally start, student Jeremy lead us in our opening prayer.
Everyone, let's bow our head and pray. Father, Son, and Spirit. Lord, we thank you for this opportunity for us to learn for today. And I hope kahit po nasa online classes kami, we still have our connection to each other. This we pray in the name of Jesus, our Lord. Amen.
Okay, thank you very much. Now let's start by knowing who are we with today to settle in. So I would like everyone uh, so- okay, I would like everyone to type your surname and a movement that you enjoy doing in our chat box. So this will serve as your attendance. So for instance, Juan enjoys walking. So how about grade 8 wellness? Kindly type it in our chat box. Okay, grade 8 wellness. Kindly type in what you enjoy doing. Any type of movement. Okay, I can see Berlioke. Okay, she enjoys dancing. Okay. Okay, I can see everyone commenting. Okay, I will record our attendance later. So now, before we begin, let me quickly walk you through our classroom rules for today. So remember that these are the important things that you have to keep in mind to enjoy our session, okay? So as you can see, it is written as moves. So M stands for muting your microphone when you're not speaking. O means open your camera so we can see each other. V is about valuing your classmates and your teacher. E reminds us to ensure that we have enough space to move. And finally, S is about staying focused and following instructions. Now, do you all understand this? May I see some heart or any reactions? Great, I see everyone reacting. Now, let's talk about what we will be doing today. That you are expected to experience and learn during our session. But before we go to our first challenge, I have some energizer here that we can do. So open your cameras and follow this. Can you hear it? Okay. Let's all follow it. Okay. So listen carefully to my, okay? So you will open the same Canva link that I will be sending here in the chat box. Once you enter the link, your group has to assemble your assigned shuffled puzzle pieces, and you have 7 minutes or less to complete it. And once your group is done, you have to open your microphones and perform your assigned clap signal. So for one, you have to do Tiklo. It's gonna be like 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the signal that you are done for group 1. And for group 2, you have to do 2 quick claps. Okay? Understood? Now I'm gonna show you the members of group 1 and group 2. Okay. Look at the members. Do you have any questions? If none, I will be sending the link now. Okay, you may join now, group 1 and group 2. Again, these are the group members of group 1 and group 2. See, the groups are starting to assemble their shuffled puzzle pieces. Again, if you are done assembling the puzzle pieces, you have to do your assigned clap signal. Group 2, if you are done, don't forget to do your assigned clap signal. Okay, so group 2 is done. How about group 1? Group 1, if you are get to do your assigned clap signal. Okay. Okay, so since all of you did the signal clap, it means that everyone is done and have completed the puzzle. Now, we will reflect on what you observed and experience. Question: what do you think is the type of dance shown in the puzzle? Anyone? Okay, since no one is raising their hands, I'm gonna pick someone. Okay, Nicole.
For group 1 po, ballroom.
Okay, thank you. How about group 2? Do you have the same answer? Group
Yes
2.
po, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so correct. It is ballroom dance. How does the pose in the puzzle help you identify it as? So how does the pose in the picture help you identify that it is a ballroom dance? Okay, so no one is raising their hands. I'm gonna pick someone. Okay, Velasco. Velasco, are you here? Okay, so Velasco is not answering. How about Nunez?
Hello po, good afternoon. Narinig po ba?
Yes.
Ayun po. So, na-identify po namin, kami po nag-ipon na ito sa ballroom dance po. Kasi po, dahil sa step po, and dahil sa posture ng
Okay, thank you very much. Um, anyone else who wants to answer?
Ako po,
No.
teacher.
Okay, JD.
For me po, sa group 2 naman po, na-identify po namin or naka-help po yung kasuotan po or yung costume po ng subject po sa picture po. Kaya naka-help po yun for us to identify kung anong type po siya ng dances po.
Okay, very good. Very good observation, grade 8. Okay, next. Now, based on the pictures, how would you differentiate the two dances in terms of their style and movement? So we have two different pictures here for group 1 and group 2. If you were going to differentiate these two pictures or these two type of dance here of ballroom dance, how would you differentiate their style and movement? Anyone? Okay, I'm gonna pick someone. Balisco. Balisco, are you here?
Hello po, narinig po ba ako?
Yes.
Siguro po ano po, sa same din po sa sagot po sa number 2, yung posture po ng katawan nila. Makikita po natin na sa first picture po kasi, yung pose po nila, parang sobrang kontrolado po ng galaw nila kasi po, same po sila ng posture. Unlike po sa pangalawang picture po, is parang somehow hindi po sila same ng gawin po parang sila mag-posture. Kaya I think mas malis po or parang siguro mas lively po yung sa nung pangalawang picture.
Okay, thank you, Balisco. Anyone else who wants to answer? How about Ofilanda?
Hello po, teacher.
I'm gonna
Bale po, same observation po with with Raven po. Sa tingin ko po, differentiate ko po yung dalawang dance po. Sa unang tingin po kasi parang yung sa first picture po, parang yung movement po nila doon, parang ang soft po, tapos parang may aura din po, parang ganon. Pero yung sa second picture naman po, parang medyo maliksi po sila dun, teacher. Makikita naman po natin dun sa parang paa po nila, parang naka-up po yung isa, tas yung isa parang ang dami pong nangyayari na movement po dun sa ginagawa po nila. Ayun.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, this time, let's go deeper to what happened behind that puzzle on what happened during while you were assembling it. So, how did your group decide the strategy or best way to finish the puzzle efficiently? Anyone? Okay. Silva.
For the group 2 po, mas inuna po namin yung corners. And nung na-establish na po yung corners po ng puzzle, next po namin binuo yung sides, then last po yung sa gitna.
Okay. Thank you. Next, Nob.
Ayun po, actually ako po yung sasagot, si May
Okay.
po. So for group 1 po, actually, to be honest po, yung first part po namin, kaya po natagalan, is nagkagulo po since it's online po. And we don't have a way po to communicate with our group po. Pero po, what we did po kasi is parang we let po, parang 2 people po, yung kagroup po namin, na sila na lang po ang mag-assemble po ng puzzle. In that way po, hindi po nakatulad nung una na lahat po kami ginagalaw po yung puzzle. Kasi each one of us po kasi is merong kanya-kanyang way po para magbuo ng puzzle. So ayun po, nakatulong po yung parang merong dalawa pong nag-lead po na gumawa po ng border, unahin po yung border. Tapos tumulong na lang po kami sa gitna po. Kaya po mas napabilis po kami sa ganun.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, while you were assembling it, I know that there are challenges because it's online class and you don't have any, I'm not sure if everyone has internet connection or laptop to do it, to do the activity. So while you were assembling it, what made the task easier and faster? Anyone? So while you were assembling the shuffled puzzle pieces, what made the task easier and faster for your groups? What did you do to make it faster and to make it easier? Anyone? Okay. Student Ayesa.
So, for group 1 po, dahil medyo po kami natagalan, pero para po mapabilis at mapasok namin dun sa 7 minutes na time limit, nag-give and take po kami. So, as Ate May nga po, may nag-lead po sa amin. And Kaya po, natapos din po siya na kaagad and pasok po sa time limit dahil nga po may nag-lead po sa amin, also give and take. And yun po, and in-establish po namin ng maayos yung picture para po talaga maayos yung pagkakapuzzle niya po.
Okay, so thank you, very good. Anyone else who wants to answer? Anyone? Okay, Sepulveda.
Daw po, for group 2 po, teacher, knowing po na Zoom meeting po ito and mahirap po talaga, I can see po na um, sa sa Canva po, nakita ko po yung names po ng kompletong members po namin. So I see na nag-cooperate po lahat ng members ko po for us to mabuo yung puzzle. And yun din po yung reason kung bakit po kami nauna since dahil po tingin ko marami pong utak na gumagalaw dun po sa Canva link. So mas natapos po ng maaga.
Okay, thank you. No, very good. It's good to hear that everyone cooperates and there is a cooperation in your group. Now, let me ask, why is working together important, not only in solving the puzzle pieces, but also when performing dance? So why do you think it is important to work together? Anyone who wants to answer? How about Potestades? Are you here? Okay, I think Potestades is not okay. Sige, student.
Ayan po, ako po ulit yung sasagot, si May po. So,
Okay.
for me po, since I have an experience po sa pagsayaw po, I'm a member po of Kislap Sining Dance Troupe. So, for me po, the reason why it is really important po to work together, no, is because naniniwala po ako sa kasabihan na no man is an island. And by working together po, mas mapapabilis po, mas papapagaan yung mga kailangan nating gawin. Ayun lang po.
Okay, very good. That's a very good answer, May. No man is an island. Okay, anyone else who wants to add? Okay, wala na. Okay, Vallejo. You can answer.
Kailangan po ng group work or cooperations po sa mga ginagawa po natin since mas napapabilis po natin yung mga gawain. Katulad na lamang po in connection po sa ginawa po natin activity natin kanina. May kasabihan po ang it takes two to tango. So, hindi po makakagalaw ang isang wala rin po ang isa. That's why kailangan po ng cooperation ng bawat isa in order to perform better and function better po.
Okay, very good. Okay, now that we already warmed up our cooperation and observation skills, let's go deeper now into our today's topic. So our topic for today is social and ballroom dance. So what is social and ballroom dance? So ballroom dance refers to a traditional partner dances performed in a closed position. So remember that ballroom dance is performed in a closed position. So the term ballroom meant any room that was built for dance parties. If you know balls, including small dance halls. And just to add, no, it is often designed or performed for formal dance events. And today, we will focus on two main genres, which are cha-cha and jive. But first, let us know cha-cha. So cha-cha is a playful, flirtatious, and expressive dance with fun gestures and facial expressions. So the steps include the basic step, New York, and spot turns. And to better visualize how to do these steps, I'm gonna show you videos of this example. And as we watch the demonstration videos, I will call out the counts aloud so everyone can follow. And I encourage you all, if you want to copy the video, you can also do that. So first we have the New York. So it is count as 4 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, let's play it again. 4 and 1, 2, 3. Other side, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next is the spot turns. This is how we count it. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Again, 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay. And for the last basic step in cha-cha is called the basic movement. So 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. May I see some reactions? Heart react or any reactions? Okay. Next, after cha-cha, we have jive. So jive is another type of ballroom dance, and it is a type of ballroom dance that is lively and energetic with pumping leg movements. So we have steps including basic in place, American spin, and change of places right to left. And all of these steps are counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as 6. So I'm gonna show you some videos again so you can see how it goes. Again, basic in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. So that's basic in place. Next is American spin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's American spin. Next is the change of places right to left. So this is how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that is the jive and cha-cha-cha. So I hope you can remember how to do these steps and its countings. May I see some heart reactions or any reactions that you understood the type of dances? Okay. Now, we will check if you can remember the countings and how to do the steps that I showed earlier. So we will do a mirror dance challenge. So what will happen is that one student per round will be chosen, and the chosen student will pick cha-cha-cha or jive steps that you can see here in the screen. So you have to demonstrate it step by step, and the rest of the class have to mirror the movements in real time. So you have to keep your cameras on and follow the student that is chosen to demonstrate the steps. Is that clear? Okay, so I'm gonna choose Let me see. How about Sepulveda? Sepulveda, are you there? Sepulveda? Okay, it seems like, okay. How about Sepulveda?
Yes po, teacher. Hello po.
So you are the chosen student who will demonstrate your chosen step from this cha-cha-cha or jive. So I don't worry, I will be guiding you through it. So you just have to choose what kind of ballroom dance you want to dance and demonstrate in the class. One step only. You can choose
Um,
here.
I'll choose cha-cha po for spot turns.
Okay. You can you stand up? You have to demonstrate it.
Okay po, teacher.
Okay. Okay, the rest of the class you also have to stand up and copy Sepulveda. Stand up. Okay. Okay, JD, you can start counting. Do you remember? Do you remember the spot turns countings?
Teacher, I don't remember po. Can you help me po?
Okay, okay. But do you remember the step?
Yes po,
Spot
yes.
turns. Okay, I will count. 1, 2, 3, go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, one more time. The rest of the class, please follow Sepulveda. 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Let's give some heart reactions to Sepulveda. Thank you, JD. Okay, next, I'll be choosing another student. How about Ayesa? Ayesa, are you there?
Yes po.
Okay, you may choose the step that you like to demonstrate.
I like cha-cha po, the New York step.
Okay, okay. You can, do you remember the countings?
Can you guide me po?
Okay, sure. Okay, stand up. Tell me if you're ready, Ayesa.
Ready na po.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, the rest of the class, please copy Ayesa. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. Please give some heart reactions for Ayesa. Thank you very much, Ayesa. Okay, it seems like you all understood and learned some ballroom dance today. So now, uh, finally, for your assignment, you will watch a dance-related movie. You have to insert a picture from it and write a short reflection describing what you observe, how the dancers work together, and a lesson you can apply in dance or daily life. So as you can see, this is the example, and you will just submit it next week. Okay, do you understand? Please give some reactions. Okay, thank you, grade 8 wellness. So let's keep on dancing and learning. Thank you very much.
Ayan, thank you so much for everyone for attending Teacher Who Wants demo. And now, Teacher Who Want, can you please give us a brief background of your evaluators po?
Okay, so I have 4 evaluators po. 3 are from physical education major, 4th years, and they are Teacher Altubar, Teacher Angelo, and Teacher Magbanwa. And 1 4th year naman po from Values Ed is Teacher Villawan.
Ayan po, thank you so much, evaluators, for making time po in attending Teacher Who Wants demo teaching po. And now, Teacher One, you can start na po calling your evaluators one by one to give their comments, and they have only 1 minute to give a comment about your demo teaching. Thank you.
Teacher Magbanwa po. You can start evaluating.
Okay po, good afternoon. Narinig po ako ng maayos. Okay,
Yes
rinig naman.
po.
Siguro mag-rap na ako para lahat masabi ko. So first of all, affirm to Angel for the successful doing your PE class. Especially, it's very hard to conduct it online. Even though it's online, stand post already like a PE teacher, no, ikaw na ang best I am. And your voice, modulation is good, ang sarap mo pakinggan, no? Hindi ka masakit sa tenga pakinggan. And looking at your lesson plan, be careful sa objectives. Make sure to target the 3 parts of the objective, the cognitive and affective and psychomotor. Because looking at it, parang naging dalawa yung psychomotor mo sa show and demonstrate. So, of execution. So, pa-check na lang. Hala, ang bilis. Sa activity na, looking at your activity, agad ng puzzle, ever knowing na ang level, make sure to make it more difficult for them since grade 8 na sila. Aside from that, the teachers say that they did their, pero wala kaming naririnig na nagka-clap sila. And then, I appreciate how you understand the student and how you acknowledge and respond to your student. Aside from that, sa analysis naman, no, ang medyo maraming mga questions. So I would suggest na make it 3 to 4 only. And looking at the picture, it's kind the same, no? Tinatanong mo sa student kung ano pinagkaiba ng picture. Pero kung hindi PE, mga PE major kasi itong mga kasama natin ngayon na student. So, pero kung ang student ay hindi PE major, parang parehas lang naman. So, aside from asking kung ano yung type ng dance, ask them first kung ano yung nakita nila dun sa dance. And I know that you want for them to say the word cooperation kasi yung values integration yung gusto natin. However, the most important thing when it comes to analysis is for them to understand na ballroom or social dance yun. Okay? And then pagdating naman sa abstract, yung abstract mo, siguro na kulangan lang ako pagdating sa basic skills because you move agad sa basic movement. Kailangan mo na nila malaman yung basic skills like ano ba yung posture, ano ba yung coordination, ano ba yung frame ng body nila and such. And then sa application, nakita natin, di ba, na dyan na nahirapan yung student na ma-apply kasi hindi pa nila alam yung basic skills. So I would suggest na kapag online siguro, it's okay na magpa-movement tayo. However, yung basic skills like yung posture, kung paano nila ibabalance yung sarili and such. And then sa assignment, instead of writing a short reflection, let them move since PE. Since alam na nila yung basic skills through the application and the class, it's their time to do their basic movement sa assignment. Okay, so things to improve since online tayo, just utilize the use of Zoom. We have nila alam kung paano tutugon. For example, you're asking them if naiintindihan nila pero hindi nila alam kung paano, like magla-like reaction ba, mag-raise ng hand or mag-chat sa chat box. And siguro instead of asking them who to answer, may randomizer ka na. So, allow the student na maging ready na lang since you have a randomizer para maging ready sila and maging focus. And since ito ay PE, let the student engage in movement. Tawag dito, since online kasi understandable, pero I would suggest na if you really, a PE class, no, may mga movements talaga na kailangan tayong gawin. With that, congratulations and affirm so much.
Thank you po, teacher. Next is Teacher Altobar po.
Okay, so good afternoon. Am I audible? Am I loud and clear?
Yes po.
Okay. So, first and foremost, affirm din, Miss Pia or Teacher Pia. So, bibilisan ko na lang din yung comment ko gaya ni MG. So, sa PPT mo, hindi lang tayo basta nagtuturo dito. You have to be mindful sa PPT na ginagamit mo. Yung mga text mo is masyadong maliit and you have to maximize the spacing in PPT kasi visual aids yun na dapat maiintindihan agad or maiintindihan agad ng mga bata. Next is your attire. Nakapang-PE ka ba ngayon? Missy? Ayan, importante na kapag nagtuturo tayo ng PE, dapat yung attire natin is appropriate sa tinuturo natin. And next is the participation of students. Konti lang yung mga nagpa-participate. And also, you have to be student-centered. You have to ask them, let them answer your question. And also, siguro yung art of questioning din, masyadong mahaba yung nangyari kanina. And next is yung prayer, attendance, rules, then yung energizer mo. Dapat yung energizer mo ay ginawa mo na lang warm up since PE naman pala yung gagawin mo. Importante na bago tayo magpa-PE, meron tayong warm up. Next is yung voice mo. Masyado siyang monotone. Hindi ko alam kung may energy ba or yun na talaga yung pinaka-energy mo. Kasi kapag naging PE teacher ka, dapat you have to be more energetic than your students kasi gagayahin nila kung ano yung energy na ipinapakita mo. Next siguro sa suggestion na lang is ayun, yung process ng questioning mo. So, kapag nagtanong ka, let them process first the question. And magtanong ka muna sa mga students kung may naintindihan. Pag nag-answer sila ng oo, you have to ask at least one question kung naintindihan nga ba nila. And also, wala akong nakitang assessment doon. May nakita akong application pero walang assessment. So, hindi mo makikita kung may retention bang nangyayari. And same with MG or Teacher MG, kailangan kapag natuturo tayo ng PE, meron tayong basic skills na tinuturo muna bago tayo mag-proceed sa pinaka-dance. And kung magtuturo man tayo ng dance, dapat specific lang siya sa una kasi hindi agad matuturo ang dalawang dance in one session. So, importante na ma-maximize mo din yung time mo. So, though marami ka pa namang time, like 9 minutes pa yata yung remaining time mo, but you have to maximize that time. Okay na po ba yan? So, ayun lang. Again, Teacher Pia, congratulations. And I hope you learn something from us sa mga comments and suggestion namin. Thank you.
Thank you po. Next po, Teacher Angelo po. Teacher Angelo po.
So, ayun, ang comment ko lang naman, very short.
Wow!
Or more on general. Wait lang. So, first, yung things to avoid and for your improvement na rin. Siguro yung over-reliance on your teacher explanation. Kasi sa mga sabi mo pa lang sa rubrics, saka yung mga instruction, masyado na siyang nag-focus on teacher-centered. So, ayun lang. And sa time management din, kasi siguro dati na-oversee na mag-online class ka dahil ito ay, for demo, suggested siya for face-to-face, mas maganda. Ayun. Siguro yung time management mo, di mo siya nakita, yung sa Canva puzzle, kaya nag-struggle yung mga students mo na magawa ng maayos kasi 7 minutes lang ata yun. So, ayun. Siguro dapat meron tayong plan B kapag gano'n para mas slow down yung mga pangyayari at mas magawa siya ng shorter version. So sa ano naman natin, so continue doing, siguro yung first yung integrating values naturally. So doon napakita mo naman na kailangan natin i-value cooperation sa pag-dance, lalo na yung teamwork sa ballroom dancing. So ano siya, very good. And next naman yung interactive digital tools, yung ginamit mo yung Canva for your collaborative puzzle activity. Ano siya? Very commendable kasi nag-engage siya kahit na online class lang tayo. So nag-encourage siya na mag-real-time participation ng mga student and teamwork na pakita. And last, yung clear instructional scaffolding. Yung sa dance mong application, yung your dance challenge. Pero ang comment ko lang doon, siguro nag-focus ka doon sa footwork ng mga students mo. Kasi sa ballroom, doon talaga napapakita yung steps niya at yung basic
na demonstration. Ayun lang naman. Thank you.
Thank you po, teacher. The next po is Teacher Villawan po.
May I say something before Teacher Alex? Okay. Thank you sa mga PE teachers natin dito, no? Every word, every tips na binigay sa atin ay bagong kaalaman sa amin yun, ano? Because this is not our discipline and yet, ganun pala ka-prepared dapat, no? All of the teachers are expected to be prepared. Pero yung ginagawa niyo, like for example, yung sinasabi niyo sa amin kanina na dapat maganda yung energy mo. Kasi yung ganun, ano, eye-opener yun sa amin. Maraming salamat. Pati yung attire, no? Teacher Pia, tama nga naman, ano, yung attire. Kaya gusto ko din yung manner ng pagbigay nyo ng mga comments nyo. Very, ano siya, no? Respectful, at the same time very encouraging. Maraming salamat din at nakita niyo yung effort ni teacher. Marami pa kaming dapat matutunan sa PE, of course. And alam namin na kahit basahin namin yung curriculum nyo, hindi namin maiintindihan, hindi namin makukuha, not unless we listen to specialists like you. Maraming salamat for taking time out joining Teacher Pia for our demo teaching. Mabuhay PE! Let's have Teacher Alex now.
Am I audible? Yan. First, siguro yung continue. Congratulations, Angel. And ang galing, pwede ka na makahinga. Naraos ka na. Pero yung continue is that ang ganda and maganda yung tech and tech. Tapos, ang catch lang is that hindi mo siya nalagay sa LP mo. So I hope na sana next time, everything, kahit yung preliminaries, malagay mo siya sa LP mo. Kasi crucial din yun. Tapos you have good questions sa transition, especially dun sa question na based on the pictures, how would you differentiate in terms of style? Maganda na transition mo kagad siya sa next question. Mas nagko-focus ako ngayon sa sa processing mo tsaka sa LP kasi hindi ko kaya mag-comment sa mastery mo. Tapos, good yung PPT kasi you have images related sa topic mo. But you could improve more in terms sa parang being more creative. Tapos, minsan crowded yung mga font mo or yung mga text mo. Kung sa avoid, siguro major lang in terms sa processing question. Yung question na does the post help you identify the dance? Yung post mo pala na how does the post help you identify the dance? Para kasing ano siya imposing. Na parang sinasabi mo kaagad na nakatulong sa kanila yung post. For me, if I would ask that question, parang pwede mong itanong ano yung mga bagay na nakatulong sa kanila para ma-identify yung dance. Then, dun ka mag-bank on. Like, for example, masabihin nila ng movement or yung mga costume. Tapos, tatanungin mo, paano nakatulong yung how so? Parang yung scaffolding, pinaprocess mo siya ng maliit. Doon nagawa mo naman siya, ang ganda nga ng processing questions mo. Kasi from lots to hots. Very crucial yun in terms of grading kasi hindi sila masyadong, hindi pa sila ganun mabilis mag-process. Tapos, I would suggest na i-rephrase mo yung question mo if wala nag-answer. Or pwede mo siyang tagalugin. Especially if grade 8 yung estudyante mo. Para mas maintindihan. Tapos, you could improve more sa transition mo in terms of application. Like, hindi mo siya na-process na maayos. Nag-bank on ka kagad sa assignment. Pwede mo siyang i-process. Like, na-apply nyo ba yung cooperation doon sa application? Kasi yun din yung values to be developed. So, pero overall, you did well. I enjoyed your demo teaching. And di ko na abutan. Napalabas mo ba yung values to be developed?
Yes po.
Napalabas mo siya?
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so yun naman yung crucial. So, congratulations.
Thank you, Teacher Alex. Thank you for taking time out also sa pagbigay ng mga paalala, friendly reminders sa ating mga teachers, magiging teacher, no? And I hope lahat ng mga sinabi mo ay maaalala din nila, no? Kasi malapit na sila mag-practicum, tama, Alex, no? So, yes, thank you for, thank you, Alex. Congrats din, Pia. Thank you.
Ayan po, so thank you so much again for coming in for Teachers One demo teaching. And now, Teacher One, you may take a picture with your participants and evaluators po.
Sino po pwedeng mag-take ng
Sige, I'll
screenshot?
take the picture na. Okay.
Thank you.
Wait lang ha. Okay. 3, 2, 1, smile. Wait lang po ah. Medyo naglalag din ah. Wait lang. Ayan, sorry pa po. Isa pa po. Wait lang. Okay. 3, 2, 1, smile. Ayan, okay na po. Again, thank you so much po for coming in for Teachers Who Want demo teaching, and thank you po uli na maraming salamat sa pag-alat ng time ninyo po. Pagiging evaluator at pagiging participant. Thank you po.
Okay. Thank you also to the classmates and the participants na nakasama natin ngayon. May I request the facilitators ng session na to please stay for a while sa Zoom room. So, some pointers lang. Thank you. The rest you may go. Maraming salamat.